Thank you for joining me today. Today, I just want to talk about something that is very important. If you're watching me on Facebook, subscribe to my channel, and this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the reasons why Africa is still where it is today, and why Africa is still limping, and why Africa is not moving forward. And it's very simple. It's very simple. Why Africa is still where it is today, or why is Africa still limping, or why is Africa still crawling? Africa is not supposed to be where it is today. Africa is still where it is today because of bad leadership, bad governance. Africa is where it is today because of selfish leadership. See, we need leaders that are selfless, not selfish, that will take and steal the nation's money and put it in another foreign account. We need people that will be selfish, selfless, not selfish. People that will be selfless. But I saw something like $2 million. Or no, $2 billion. $2 billion. I said a nation like Ghana asking and begging for $2 billion. Is the nation okay? Is the country okay? Begging for money. Begging for money. Meanwhile, we have gold. We have bauxite. We have manganese. We have timber. We have copper. We have diamond. We have gold. We have silver. We have oil, but we are still begging. We are still begging. Tell me, America doesn't have a lot of resources, like natural resources. But look at this nation. They use taxes. They use taxes that I pay, that somebody else is paid. They use taxes to fix the roads, to fix the hospitals, to fix the infrastructure, to build schools. What are we doing? We told the white man that we want independence, and they gave us independence. Do you know what independence means? Independence means that you don't want to rely on anybody, that you are capable of taking care of your own self and your own country. But it's the other way around. We are still begging and begging and begging and begging. IMF begging, World Bank begging other people for money, to infuse those money into our economy, so that our economy can be stable. What are you doing with the resources that God has given us? What are you doing with the resources that we have? If a nation who doesn't have natural resources, like Africa, go to Africa. Go to all the 54 I think countries in Africa. Each nation, if not even two, each nation have something. They have something. We're talking about natural resources. I just named a few of them that Ghana has, about 9 of them. But we are still begging. Oh my goodness. We are still begging. You see, me as an African, I'm not supposed to be in America. I'm not supposed to be in this country. I'm not supposed to be working in this country. I'm not supposed to be working under this condition in this country. But unfortunately, I am here because we try to seek greener pastures. Everybody wants to come to America. Everybody wants to travel. Do you know why? It's because things are not going on well the way they want. So they think that they have to travel, like myself. But then when you travel, then you realize that it's not what it is. It's not how you see it. It's not what you're seeing. It's not how you perceived it to be. It's a different story altogether. And many a time we ask ourselves, why did we come? Or I ask myself, because it's personal to me, why did I come? Has that made any difference in my life? Totally? Maybe yes and no. So I'll keep it 50-50. We are not moving forward. Our countries are just stuck, crawling and still limping. Crawling. Africa is still crawling. Africa is still trying to find its place in society, in the world. We are not supposed to be where we are today. I am not supposed to be where I am today. And the truth of the matter is, we work here, we pay the bills, we pay all the stuff, and we are left with nothing. We eat, and at the end of the day, we go to bed, we get up the same routine. When are we going to be, free, financially free, have the financial freedom that we need? Do I have to work all my life and wait for pension? That is one of the things that I personally don't believe in. Africa is supposed to be somewhere by now. But Africa is like a lame duck. You know what a lame duck means? The duck itself is slow. And if you say a lame duck, that means that a duck that has a broken leg, that means it's like almost dead. We are not moving forward. Africa is not moving forward. You think Africa is moving forward? Challenge me and I'll show you some of the things. I'm not saying America is a place of gold or has everything that it needs, that the people, some of them are not poor. Yes, I know where the poor people are too. Poor people will always be with us. But I'm talking about simple things that people need. Healthcare, things that people need to be able to move forward as a nation. If you go to Baltimore, there are very poor neighborhoods in Baltimore. If you go to Cumberland, one of the poorest in the nation, Cumberland. Yes, I know where those poor people are. But I'm talking about basic things. When somebody is sick, goes to the hospital, they will take care of that person. Before they will even think about the bill, they will take care of you. Those are the things I'm talking about. Let us stop begging. Let us stop begging. Let us stop begging. Africa, let Africa stop begging for money. Because we have what it takes to be able to take and move the countries in Africa forward. And also when it comes to Africans, we don't want change. We don't want progress. Look at a country like Rwanda, small country, went to war, came back from war, decided that, you know what, we want to build our nation. Ghana has had independence for about 60 something plus years. And Africa, Ghana is still limping. Somebody will say everything is going on well. I know things are not going on well. But I love my country. I want to live in my country. A few years from now, I'll move back home. I'm not moving back home because I have an expectation of somebody who is going to help me. I'm not moving back because I have an expectation that a leader or a president is going to help me. That is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is the structure that has to be in place so that when you establish your business to employ people to work, they can work and be faithful, they can work and be honest. You see, we lack what we call honesty. We are not honest in whatever that we do. We say yes, but the actual meaning, the yes that we are saying is actually no. Those are the things that I want you and I to work on. See, so a country like that went to war, came back from war, decided, you know what, we need to build our nation. They agreed on a course and they started working on it. The reason why I say we don't want change, we don't want progress, and we fight progress, we fight change, is because we don't want to move forward ourselves. We don't want to move forward ourselves. So we fight change. We fight progress. And when we see other people doing what they're supposed to do, when we see other people moving forward, when we see other people, other nations trying to come out of that slave mentality, to come out of that mentality of depending on other nations, we fight those nations. Look at a country like Rwanda, small country in Africa, has been able to, I'm not saying everything is 100%. Everything is not 100% in America. Anybody who will tell you that it's 100% in America is lying to you. So I'm telling you it's not 100%. But I want us to get to a point, a place, a level where we can negotiate, where we can build our nation and build ourselves as a people. Our leaders are not honest. So is our countrymen and women. They are not honest. They are not honest. Because they see their leaders being corrupt. So they become corrupt. They see their leaders not being honest, so they become dishonest people. We need to build ourselves. And until we build ourselves and until we agree on a common cause and fight and make sure that we get to that point, nothing is going to happen. No change will come. You see, when somebody wants to be on top, somebody wants to be on top, we bring those same attitudes when we travel. We are against that person. We fight that person because that person wants a better life or a better future for himself, for herself, for his children, for his children's children. We fight because we don't want them to thrive. We don't want them to succeed. That attitude of ours must change. It must change. Because if we don't change, then we are not moving forward. We are not going anywhere. Then we are not moving. We are not going anywhere. I want change. I want progress. No matter how long I stay here, I will still go back home because that is where I'm from. I am not ashamed of where I'm from. I'm not ashamed of where I come from. But I know that there are problems. I know that there are things that we need to deal with. I'm a proud African. I believe in Africa. I believe that we can make a change. But if you and I don't put down our differences and start fighting on a common cause, one cause that, you know what, we know that this is wrong, but let's fight it. Let's make sure that we put the trash in the bin. Let's make sure that we don't eat and just throw things out, just throw things away. Try to create more baggage or trash or whatever. And let's make sure that we don't carry stuff that we are not supposed to carry. We carry too much. We carry things that we are not supposed to be carrying. We carry so many things behind us. We're supposed to let them lay them down somewhere, and so that we can move forward as Africans and as a people. Jealousy is killing us. We must put those things aside. Be happy for one another. We have a lot of resources, but the truth of the matter is we are not seeing the use of it. And we allow other nations to come and take from us. And they use our own resources. They polish it. They send it back to us. And we buy them. We buy them. on a higher note, on a higher price. We pay big monies for it. Why? Why is it supposed to be like that? Common tomato paste, we have to buy it from China. Do you know that China was once crawling, and then later on they decided it's time for us to move forward, and they started building their nation? And China is one of the powerful nations in the world now because they manufacture, they grow their own crops, they make their own cars, they eat their own food, they wear their own clothes. I wouldn't be surprised that even this is an African print. This one, I wouldn't be surprised that it's made in China. I'm not talking about the design, and I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about this one. I will not be surprised. Everything that we are wearing is now made in China. And recently I heard that somewhere in the United States, that somewhere they've started taking the labels that says made in China. They've started putting their own labels saying made in America. They've realized that now it's time for them to bring their companies back home because America is losing it. They wanted cheap labor. This is what happens when you want cheap stuff. When you want cheap stuff, that is what happens. When you want cheap stuff, you will get them. But at the end of the day, it will cost you a fortune. They wanted cheap labor. They got cheap, they got it the cheapest way. But then, now, they're paying a price for it. Africa is supposed to be running by now. Not limping or crawling or being slow. We're supposed to be living in Africa. People go to Africa on holidays and they don't like what they see. People who grew up back home, came here and going back to visit. They go back there, they are not happy with what they see. Why? Because they see that the country is stuck and it's not moving forward. Our kids go to school and they've been brainwashed by the things their teachers see on TV about Africa. It's not everything that you see about Africa that is wrong, or the bad side of Africa. There are bad side of here too. Go to a place called Kensington Street in Pennsylvania. Go to a place like Newport News in Virginia. Go to Cumberland. Go to Baltimore. Go to some part of Baltimore. You will not be able to even get out of your car. There is bad everywhere. But they brainwash them with the bad pictures, bad movies, bad videos. So even your children, they go to school, they come back, when you mention Africa, they don't want to hear it. Because of what they've seen. You mention Africa, they don't want to hear it. Because they know everything in Africa is bad. And it's not so. All that we want is that Africa will move forward and thrive and be where it is today. Africa is not where it's supposed to be. And that is what I'm talking about. I love Africa. I love my country. That's where I'm from. And that's where I want to live and spend the rest of my life with. I want to be old in Africa, not old in America. I don't believe in pension. I don't believe in working up to 65 or 67 and getting money every month. No. It keeps you in bondage. What I want is financial freedom, that I can call something my own, that I can call something that I myself have built, or I myself has established to make wealth and to be able to depend on, not in any government or any system or any situation. Hold on for me. I don't believe in those stuff. Work out to 65. You don't have any freedom. You have to sign up and work every day. I don't believe in that. I don't. That is my personal reason why I don't believe in those stuff. If somebody wants to work up to pension, that's up to the person. But I don't believe in it. I don't believe in that stuff. I want to be free. I want to be free. And I can be free in Africa. I can be free in Africa. I've traveled enough. I've seen everything that I'm supposed to see. I don't need more. It's time for me to move. It's time for me to move. It's time for me to move. Listen to what is on the inside of you. Listen to yourself. What is yourself telling you? Not what the other person is telling you, but what you are perceiving in yourself. People will tell you all kinds of stuff, but they themselves are not doing what they are talking about. Listen to your spirit, listen to yourself, the direction that you want to move, and move with it. Because I believe in freedom. I believe you and I believe that we can change some things. We can change our mentalities. We can change the way we behave and the way we see things. We can put all our jealousies and all that aside so that we can move forward. We are not moving forward because of those things. Those things are keeping us stuck. Africa is supposed to be running, not crawling or limping or like like what I call, like I said, the lame duck. You know, the duck walks like this, slow. And when the duck has a when we say a lame duck, then that means it's like, oh, double trouble. Yeah, and that is what we need to make sure that we deal with ourselves so that we can run and be where we are supposed to be as a people and as a nation. Let's change our mentalities. Let's change the way we see things. Let's change the way we perceive things. I'll be talking more about some of these things. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. Just Toro. That's my name for my YouTube and also for this page. Follow me and I'll be bringing you more. Thank you so much.